Welcome aboard, guys. We're gonna do a quick SFK here. As a Resto Shaman, I think I will be healing this. I think this priest is a Shadow Priest. Got some conjured water. It's the good water, too. Go ahead and we'll reset the meters, just in case you guys care what low B DPS are doing. Looks like we have a warrior for a tank here, and he seems reasonably geared. Level 25, a little low for Arugal, but decent for everything else. 511 shield. This is 3 strength, this is 10 strength. He could have more stamina, but I think he's alright. We have a hunter here, probably be top DPS easily. He's got the precision bow, which is nice. He's got a turtle pet, which is interesting. Reginald. We have this super geared out Shadow Priest here. He's got the extreme spell power goggles, 215 engineering at just level 25. He's got the cloak as gnoming device. He's got all the stuff going. These guys are immune to frost, which is interesting. I do not want to put on Rock Biter because I don't want to pull Threat. So we'll just go ahead and we'll switch to Flame Tongue. Looks like we're still in range of our Stone Skin Totem, which is perfect. And we're just going to melee this out when we're not healing. So far, nobody's really needing that much healing. We'll pop an Elixir of Wisdom. Oh, nope, we already have a stronger effect on, I guess. We are full resto, and we do have the Totemic Mastery talent, which is pretty nice because this is going to increase the range of our totems by 30 yards. So I don't have to put down Stone Skin as often, it kind of travels with the group a little bit better. I think it's important as a healer to contribute DPS where you can. With the exception of perhaps Resto Druids, because they're not very good at it. As a Shaman, you can definitely contribute damage with some lightning bolts, some melee attacks. And you should be. So we have the rank 3 healing wave, rank 4 healing wave, and we have a lesser healing wave. That's going to be the majority of our healing right now. We actually haven't picked up the healing stream totem yet. We're on the quest for the water totem, but I haven't finished it yet. So we do not have that available to us, unfortunately. Looks like he'll probably pull them to the top of the stairs. Nope, he's jumping down. Looks like we got boss. No threat on the boss yet. Priest got threat on the boss. stun us for a while. Hit us with the Soul Drain. Guess I'm glad of all the people to hit with that, he hit us with it. I've actually never noticed that he does the rude gesture when you open the door. Alright, so I don't think I've had to cast pretty much a single heal yet. The priest has cast a couple renews, and that has been all of the healing that this group has needed. We are a little over-leveled for the dungeon. We're all, 24, 25, 26. Later on, we'll probably have a little bit more damage going out, but so far, haven't really had to do much healing. More or less just been contributing damage. And that's going to be your life as a Lobby Resto Shaman. Guess I can creep out a little bit. Bonk a wolf. Quite a bit of damage here. Now we just stay out of our MP5 window with a couple melee attacks before we re-heal the tank. Those Mind Blasts from priests are a very high threat. Looks like we're dropping down. I'm gonna reset totems here. Got some patrols coming. I'm gonna mark them just so people can see them a little bit easier. I wish the tank would mark, but since he's not marking, we'll mark. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna switch to the Warg because the Worgen has the anti-magic shield. Oh, that was a big crit. Go ahead, pop a healing wave on the tank, pick him up. I do not have a decurse for this dungeon. The mage does. I don't know if he has it yet though, at level 25. But hopefully he can stay on top of doing a little bit of decursing. It's funny, right as I was talking about the decurse, the warrior says something in party chat like, please decurse. The curse in here summons those little ads. They're relatively harmless, but they can cause some spell pushback, and in general you just kind of want to kill them. I'll use a rank 1 Earth Shock there just to interrupt that cast. It doesn't cost much mana. And I'll go ahead and I'll keep marking the mobs, just so we have a little bit more focused DPS from the group. And as you can see, the damage contribution, even as a Resto Shaman, is quite high. There are some pulls here where I am literally top damage in the group, just by meleeing. Just by essentially swinging my staff. So, if you're going to be healing these dungeons, especially the lobby ones that are a lot easier, you're not pouring your entire mana pool into every pull, make sure you're contributing damage, if you can. I'm a little worried that this fire totem's going to pull one of these mobs over here. But we'll see. They might be out of range. Those anti-magic shields really hurt the group damage quite a bit. Both my own contribution and the priest's. Ooh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna pick the tank up real quick here. I'm gonna back up so I don't get hit by another one of those stomps. I'm gonna keep back on this. And of course I eat the next one. Yeah, I'll ask for a rebuff when it actually falls off. Pick the tank up here. I'm gonna hide the totem back here, and then my fire totem I'll put right on top of it. Definitely get in the habit of twisting your camera when you drop your different totems, just so you kind of keep them stacked. Less of a chance of, you know, mobs patrolling into them, stuff like that. One of the biggest threats as a shaman in dungeons is totem pulling, right? Totems will pull patrols. Totems can pull things if they're left outside of a fighting area, particularly in BRD, but you can see that in some of the other dungeons too. So make sure you're keeping on top of where you're positioning your totems. Everybody interrupted that. Warrior Shield Bash, did I rank 1 or shocked it? Interesting that we're going this way. Not the way that we normally go. I'm putting the fire totem further back because I'd rather not have it shoot this warg. It might anyway, but I'd just rather not have that. I'm gonna do one more melee swing and then pick the tank up here. Then we're gonna switch to the warg because it doesn't have an anti-magic shield on it. This is not the normal route most groups go. Most groups go through the kitchen. I'm gonna hide a totem back here real quick against the wall. I'm gonna wait for the warrior to pull. There's no reason to go in there. I'm gonna pick the tank up real quick here. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the kitchens here. There's quite a few mobs in there, and I think there's a boss. I don't know if it's a rare or if He's always there. But he can drop an axe, the Butcher's Axe, which is actually a decent one-hand. The warrior might want it himself if he's trained one-handed axes. I'll have to look at the DPS of it, but if it's decent, I wouldn't mind taking it for myself. I do have the Seed Cloud Buckler here that we picked up in Wailing Caverns. I'm gonna hide my totem back here in this corner. Priest pulled with Mind Blast again. The priest should really be starting with, like, maybe a Mind Flay that also stacks the Shadow Weaving a couple stacks, and then hit him with the Mind Blast, and hopefully the tank has, you know, gotten us under or something on the mobs first. Opening with that fat 200 damage Mind Blast is an interesting choice. Not that any of these mobs are really going to kill him outright, but we'll go ahead and we'll pop some damage on this guy. We'll do a big heal on the tank here. Boom. Butcher Slicer. It's a pretty nice one-handed too, and it looks pretty cool. Not the rare though. We can go ahead and just put these totems kind of wherever we want. Oh, Hunter got the trap on that guy. Interesting. This warrior is pulling very well. Nice and conservatively, pulling everything back. He's doing a nice job. I've generated quite a bit of threat on this mob, both with damage and with healing. I'll sit down and drink here for this next pull. Just a couple ticks, maybe. There we go. Hunter's getting all those flame traps. It's funny. I'm gonna close in here just to get a little bit of melee damage on, contribute a little bit more. Looks like the Hunter pet actually taunted this mob, which takes a little bit of pressure off the tank, which is nice. Might have to move up with totems and stuff. Oh no, he's bringing them back. I'm gonna precast this heal on the tank here. Spread a flame shock over to this haunted servitor. Alright. Nice. Gonna hide some totems up here. I'm gonna have to move those totems up, actually. Because we've cleared most of the room now. Gonna spread the flame shock to a second mob. Contribute just a little bit more damage here. I haven't had to heal very much, so might as well spend the mana on damage. Pop this guy with a couple lightning bolts. New totems. I think he summons some wolves at some point, so we gotta keep an eye on that. Not the best loot. The warrior might even want that. A little bit of extra health. I don't know if he's going to pull down the stairs or if he wants us to go with him. Yeah, the warrior did need roll on that chest. That's nice. A little bit more health for him. I'm going to hide this totem here on the stairs. So this next hallway gets a little dangerous because there are wailing guards, and the guards have an AoE silence that is particularly nasty. I'm gonna precast the heal here. He doesn't technically need it yet, but these guys can do some damage out of nowhere. This debuff is cast speed reduced by 50%. Not my favorite debuff ever. We still have the stone skin effect on us here, so damn. Hit us with that debuff again. I guess that's better than hitting one of the DPS with it. That was technically totem aggro, but it was a patrol that would have come to us anyway. Pull this guy too if he wants us to. I'm gonna sit down and drink here, and we gotta stay well away from these guys. They AoE silence. So normally I'd be up there meleeing just to contribute a little bit of damage, but with these particular mobs, I'm not going in there. I'll be staying back here. Playing this very cautiously, but I don't really mind that. Contribute a little bit of range damage. Times like this, I wish I had a wand. See the silence effect? Screams of the past. That's what we don't want to get hit by. Although we overlevel this dungeon so much it probably wouldn't matter, to be honest. Go ahead and hit the tank with a juicy heal here. Since we have 2 stacks of mage water, I'm just going to do these little micro drinks between pulls. It's not like it cost me anything. I'm going to put a forward fire totem. To contribute a little bit more damage here. Nice. There might be one more pull of ads. Yep, there is. Then we should be able to sneak in there after this. blood flurry here. Pop a couple heals out. Get one on the hunter too. Do some damage to it. Everybody interrupted that. Heal during the bubble. I don't know how long this lasts for. We can precast a lightning bolt for it. There it is. And that's our level. We're going to go into enhancement and put another point into the shield talent, even though we're not technically using a shield. These guys are still wailing guardsmen, so they still silence. I shouldn't be this close. Yeah, I just got hit with it. But that's okay. Pretty cramped quarters here. And it allows me to contribute significantly more damage. Wonder if this is far enough away to not get hit by the silence. Sorry for this point of view, guys. Right over the hunter's shoulder. There we go, we are free. Refresh these totems here. Put our fire totem down. Stay back a little bit. Hit the warrior with a juicy heal here. Refresh shock, another heal. Good to go. We do have a chest up here. I'm gonna put a forward totem and just get a quick little drink here. Unfortunately, the rare spawn, it might be further on actually. Maybe it's past the Blind Watcher. There's a rare spawn that drops a really nice blade for this warrior called the Haunting Blade. And it would be really nice if we could get that. Passing on the chest. Okay, put some totems down in here. There's some bats in here. I don't know if they silence. They might. Oh, we got boss too? Alright. Wish I had chain heal. Now would be a great time for it. Or a healing stream totem even. It'd be a great time for that too. Might heal the hunter pet, Reginald. Priest did quite a bit of renewing there. Ooh, is this good for us? 5 stam, 12 spirit. I mean, it's decent. It's more of a priest staff, I think. It's got less stamina, but more spirit than mine, but it doesn't have any intellect at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay with the Crescent Staff, I think. Although that staff is pretty nice. Hey, Bruce! Welcome aboard. We're just doing a quick hardcore Shadowfang Keep run. It's been pretty uneventful so far. Ooh, warrior went offline. Haha, right as I say that. Right as I say, this has been a pretty smooth, uneventful run. I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, warrior came back. Alright, I'm gonna reload UI real quick, just to fix my frames now that he's back. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I got this beautiful Monday off, and I decided to do some hardcore WoW with it. That's what I'm doing with my afternoon. Gonna refresh totems here. These guys don't scream, I don't think, but they do put a curse on you that decreases weapon skills. Hopefully the mage goes ahead and decurses that. Gotta move up and contribute a little bit of damage here. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. I'm from upstate New York. Right on the border to Canada. Somebody just leveled, not sure who. Gonna refresh some forward totems here. Yeah, I'm gonna need a decurse on that. Mage will get me, I'm sure. Gonna refresh totems again. There we go. Head and pop my blood flurry. Do a big heal on the tank here. Looks like somebody just used a bomb, probably the priest. Which is nice. I'm gonna rank 1 Earth Shock that cast. Need some decurses. I don't know if this mage has decurse on his bar, to be honest. I'm gonna move this totem up. Oh, he hit the tank pretty hard there. I think you need a logo. Yeah, I have some like webcam frames and stuff like that. I just don't have most of it active right now. I'm doing everything all stripped down today. Just the content and a webcam. I'm gonna put a new forward totem here. Put a new searing totem down there. The mobs are now about our level, so it's significantly better experience. It's also a little bit more dangerous, but... Son of Arugal. These are the guys that patrol out in Silverpine Forest and kill levelers. No, I do not need a logo, Bruce, if you're offering your services. I get those messages a lot on Twitch, actually. Of people who want to design me overlays or something like that. Nope. The Lupine Horrors have a howl, but I don't remember what it does. I think it's just an attack power debuff. Nothing that's really going to affect us. Gonna get a couple more swings off and then pick the tank up. Ooh, big crit. Gonna get a big heal on the tank here. Nice, priest dropped another bomb. Really wish I had chain heal here. Or magma totem even. Yeah, Bruce, about once a week I have somebody come in, a graphics designer or something, who's offering me logos, overlays, webcam frames, animated intermission scenes, like this kind of stuff, you know. And I'm just not interested in paying for it at this point. I don't really need it. Anything that I need creatively like that, I'll either do myself or I'll ask one of my graphics designer friends to do for me. But thank you for the offer, I appreciate it. Ooh, warrior line of sighted me. I don't want to heal this just yet, because I'll get healing aggro. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Gonna hurt both of us. Gonna hit him with a big heal here. It's a pretty chonky pull. My damage contribution on that pull was actually pretty low, but what are you gonna do? I'll sit down, get a bit of a drink here. He shouldn't need too much healing against just this one elite. Yeah, nice. I was able to drink to full there. And boom. Pick the tank up with one little heal. Man, that's so nice to do at these levels, because later on when you're like level 50 or 60, your heals just don't do anything to these tank healths. You know, you're popping your biggest healing wave for a quarter of your mana and it barely moves the health of the tank. That feels bad. But at these lower levels, you know, level 20, level 30, even level 40, you can pop a relatively minor heal and completely heal the tank. Like, look how much mana this is going to cost. Ooh, nothing. Full health. It's beautiful. Feels good. Resto Shaman feels very good at the lower levels. The issues with Resto Shaman don't become more apparent until later on. Everybody move in together. Big heal on the tank here. Do a little bit of damage contribution. Second heal on the tank.
Interfere with the sons of Arugal.
Crit me because I was sitting down. This would be a good time for healing string or chain heal. I don't know what the respawn is on this book. I wonder if it spawns somewhere else or if it just spawns here. I think the hunter definitely got it before I did. Let's do it. Nice. Top damage that pole. I can do that sometimes. Oh, I got aggro. Looks like the priest got aggro. I have aggro back. Everybody had threat but the tank there. That's my fault though, I was being pretty aggressive. I presume we'll be pulling everything back. That's why I put totems down here. Oh wow. That's a lot of mobs. A lot of them aren't elite, which is nice. I love that the priest is using those bombs. Put a big heal for the tank here. I pulled aggro with the heal. And that's just gonna happen. We have Wolfmaster coming in. I hit him pretty hard there. I might end up with threatening this guy. Yeah. I'm gonna recast Flame Shock on him. Big heal for the tank here. And he's dead. I'm surprised this hunter has been able to get trapped so consistently. He really has been able to trap a lot of the mobs. And it's doing a decent amount of his damage. 172 damage there from Immolation Trap. Like, he's definitely doing it. I don't think he's gonna get that trap, but... on the stairs. Another big Mind Blast, pulls threat to the Shadow Priest. Need a decurse on tank. Yeah, this is a tough fight. I have mana pots if I need them.
You too shall serve.
Jeez, he's hitting the tank so hard here. Silenced or something? I should be able to pick the tank up here. Meteor shard. That rarely drops. Okay, I'm gonna grab the meteor shard. Oh, he won it, actually. With the 99. Never mind. Okay, so we have both these quests complete. I don't really want to hearth to Orgrimmar, so... There shouldn't be any mobs up, but you never know. So whenever you're running out of a dungeon like this, you always kind of want to keep your head on a swivel. Anything that you might not have pulled when you went before. Alright, so that's the dungeon. We have 2 quest turn-ins to do, but that's about it. Hope everybody enjoyed the shaman content. There's not a whole lot of hardcore shaman content that's on YouTube because people just aren't really playing shaman, particularly Resto Shaman. So I'm just trying to make this little video series and do some of these dungeons and record it just so there is some content on YouTube for if somebody is looking at Hardcore Shaman. It's by far the least played hardcore class in the game, and it's by far the least as a percentage of players that get to 60. Only 0.013 or something like that shaman get to level 60. That's essentially 1.3 shaman out of every 1,000, whereas warriors are about 2.7 out of every 1,000. So a warrior has twice the chance of getting to level 60 that a shaman does, and warriors are considered the hard class, right? So very few people are out there playing shaman. There's very few shaman, hardcore content creators, and there's just not a whole lot on YouTube for the class. So as I go on this journey with the shaman. I don't know how far I'll get, but as I continue on, I'll keep making some videos about the leveling process, the gearing, the rotation, the talent spec, and every dungeon that I do as a Resto Shaman, I'll go ahead and I'll upload that to YouTube just so you guys can kind of get some perspective, maybe maybe help to diminish some of the stigma around shaman and some of the misinformation that's out there too about shaman. So thanks for joining me. If you guys need anything, just drop a comment on the YouTube page and I'll get right back to you. Appreciate it.